Okay, so I believe we are live now. Um, so hello everybody. This is Mike and Jack, and we are live streaming today, and we're going to be exploring uh, OBS Studio, learning how to use this because right now we're using Zoom's live stream feature. And so what I would like to do, what we would like to do is figure out how to use OBS Studio so that we can do like a lot of other um, people are and have better control over what's on the screen. And so bear with us. We're new to this, but we're going to take you on this journey all the way through the process. GPT Live Lab is brand new, so we're creating this YouTube channel, and this process is going to get documented we're using ChatGPT to figure out how to do this stuff. So that's kind of the purpose of this channel, is how to make use of ChatGPT. So without further ado, Mike, if you want to say hello, say a few words
Hello.
before we get started. Uh, so I'm sharing everything. My meeting controls everything, so you can see the whole process here. And so here we have the Zoom meeting. That's me and my avatar. I don't want you to see my face right now. But that's just because I'm Mike is prettier than I am. And
No, that's an
so
avatar, actually.
I know, but that's why I don't want to show my face because
No, I meant mine. Mine is an avatar as well.
it's yeah, your Duck Dynasty avatar. All right. We're doing this live, so I don't need to worry about recording, which is what we had been doing before, but we weren't having very much success getting to the point where we were actually editing recording. So we just figured we'll go live and we'll just see the whole thing, warts and all. And so we have OBS Studio. I'm gonna hide my meeting control here. And so we have OBS Studio in the background here, and we have this is actually, let me get rid of these because this is stuff that we were experimenting with before. I wonder if there's a reset feature here. Well, we can actually here. Let's go. Rather, this is what the purpose of this whole channel is. Is to did I have up here? Here's the thing. Oh, I see. It opened up the live stream. There we go. I guess this is the live stream, the window that opened up. And
The very moment that you said the word "we're going live," I got the notification on my phone because I follow the channel on my phone.
yeah, so I don't understand what this is. I guess maybe if I wanted to play the live stream, I don't know what
Don't do
this
that.
is. Yeah,
Then we're going to hear audio over audio, and it'll be
yeah,
very
yeah,
confusing for everyone.
right. So I'm unclear as to what this screen is for. Maybe I guess so that you could monitor the chat, so there's nobody there, so there's nothing to monitor right now. But ChatGPT, this is what I wanted to get to here. So we're going to create a new project. I'm paying for the Plus program, which is $20 a month, and so that gives you a lot more freedom because you don't have to worry about your daily limits so much. I suppose there is still daily limits, but I haven't hit them yet. And so we're going to create a new project here, and we're going to call this Learning OBS.
What does the
Okay,
S
so now
stand for?
Studio. It's open source broadcast studio. That's what
How
OBS
come we
stands for.
always say OBS Studio when the S stands for
It's
studio?
well, why do people say hot water heater?
I know.
You know, if it's hot water, you don't need to heat it. But yeah, it's OBS, online broadcasting. So we should be saying OB Studio if we wanted to be correct about it, but it's OBS. And so OBS for people who are not aware, and I'm guessing that if you're here looking at this, it's because you do know what OBS is, but just for people that may not know, this is a studio application. This is not just simply recording, recording. This is what you would use to basically have like a news broadcast because you control scenes and you could basically do your own uh, Joe Rogan type podcast or the evening news. You could this is what this program is designed for, and it's open source, absolutely free. Um, we could dig into that,
But
but
feel free to donate to them if you like it.
yeah, right, exactly. So
Feel free to
we are
donate to
using.
us if you like it too.
We're not there yet, Mike. We will eventually monetize, and I don't know how. Like I said, we're going to go through the whole process. Oh, and show everybody how to do this because this is my thought is if we're not going to allow the any commercials, that we're not going to monetize that way. We're going to put like a donate subscription option on the channel. So if you want to make a one-time donation or if you want to subscribe, you can do that. But I don't believe in monetization using the using ads because quite frankly, I hate advertisement. It drives me crazy. I pay YouTube the $15 a month or whatever it is to so that I don't have to see those ads. And
And if
so,
you're watching it on YouTube and not paying for your subscription, you're going to see ads anyway. They would just won't be because we put them there.
well, right. Well, so if they're watching, what I'm saying is if they're watching our channel, content that we put out there, they're not going to see ads on that because we are not monetizing that way. We monetize, I don't think that YouTube monetizes content. Um, I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's a subject.
Not at this stage of the game. We won't have enough viewers right at the
Yeah.
beginning.
Well, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter for today's discussion because we're going to try to not go down too many rabbit holes. Mike and I, we are the self-proclaimed kings of rabbit holes because we start out on one topic and then 8 topics later we can't remember what the first one was. So we're going to try and be focused and keep just the OBS studio. Hopefully we don't run into too many things. So the question was, I wanted to find out if there's a way to reset this. Reset OBS Studio to basically factory settings. Let's see if we can ask ChatGPT this question. And so we have to learn OBS here. One of the things to mention about ChatGPT is it has memory. And so anything that you do in a chat session, so if you create a prompt and then it'll ask you, is there ask you, would you like me to do this or would you like me to do that? You can continue asking questions within that thread ad infinitum, and it's going to automatically have memory within that session. But these project files, these project folders become available if you're a paid subscriber. So if you're paying the $20 a month plan, the plus plan, then you get these folders and these project folders. Anything that you put in here has memory. It has memory, and there's another feature too. We'll look at that real quick. What is it? Connections, maybe? No, not connection. Data controls, security account, memory. To reference saved memories, reference chat history. Okay, so turning these features on also makes anything, anywhere. So if you do new chat, if I do new chat here, now I am creating a chat that is outside of one of these folders. All of this, everything becomes part of ChatGPT's memory. And because I have those features turned on. Now, within the specific project folders, Learn OBS Studio, you can add files. So if you have particular file spreadsheets or documents that pertain to OBS that you wanted to upload, like for example, I don't know if there's one available. Maybe there's a downloadable PDF that contains uh, basically the instruction manual for OBS. If I upload that here, it's gonna access that data when I am asking questions in here. Now, this will still be available globally, but within this particular folder, it's going to focus on this first before it reaches out and looks at other memory. It's going to keep it here. So tailor this one here, add instructions, tailor the way ChatGPT responds. Respond in Spanish, reference latest JavaScript documentation, keep answers short and focused, so you can do that sort of stuff. So there's a little bit of the 411 on ChatGPT.
What does short and focused mean?
Well, in other words, you don't want you telling if you say
I'm
keep answers
kidding.
short and focused. Don't do that. You know I take you seriously. And you ask a question, I'm going to answer it. Anyway, so let's ask the question. In OBS, how can I reset to install to fresh install parameters? You want to keep your questions, and when you're using ChatGPT, you want to keep them very to the point. Don't embellish. You don't have to say, hi, how you doing? I mean, not unless you want to use ChatGPT to have it be your buddy. But if you are asking specific questions, and this is what I use ChatGPT for, is that I'm looking for knowledge. I don't need ChatGPT to be my buddy or friend, or I'm not looking for that. I'm looking it's my personal assistant, but it's my personal assistant that I'm paying a lot of money to, and I don't need a lot of hand holding or ego stroking or anything like that. So just give me the facts. And so I treat ChatGPT that way. I don't say please or thank you. It's not a person, and they may be trying to make it act like one, but it's not a person. So I try to get straight to the point. And so this is as succinct as I can make it and make the question relevant. In OBS, so I'm telling what it's looking for. How can I reset to fresh install parameters? And it says to reset. Oh, I was mistaken. It's Open Broadcaster. Open Broadcaster software. I thought it was Studio. So then technically you could say OBS Studio because it's on Open Broadcaster software. So to install the fresh is essentially wiping all settings, scenes, and profiles. You can do this manually or by deleting, renaming, blah, blah, blah. To reset everything. Okay, how to reset on Windows. Close OBS, open File Explorer. Oh, okay. So we're going to go. All right.
Under the hood.
So this basically, I see where this is going. We're going to delete this stuff, the configuration files. And so then when we restart it, it's going to be like it was never installed. Excellent. That's exactly what I did. So we will close OBS Studio. Now it's telling us to go to, we'll copy this link, open File Explorer. No, copy, there it is. All right, so now what do we need to delete? Sell the folder, like basic plugin. Rename the entire OBS Studio to something like OBS Studio Backup. Okay.
Or delete it.
Well, yeah, but I see where they're going. Okay, so here's OBS Studio. So we're going to go up one level. And we're going to rename this I see why, because just in case, maybe you want to
Mhm.
go back to this some point in the future, but you want it to be a fresh one for now.
Right.
So, uh, we'll call this, backup. What's today's date? It's, July 17th, 071725. So now when we reopen OBS Studio, it's going to recreate all the default settings. That's exactly what I want. So this is how, I use OBS. Mike, or not use OBS. ChatGPT might do it differently, but this is how I do it. And eventually, Mike and I are probably going to do separate podcasts so that he can do his thing, I can do mine, and we'll do some stuff together. But right now, we're doing it, and he's kind of my sidekick because he doesn't say a lot. But when he does get going, look out, because he can talk just as much as I can. Right, Mike?
If given the opportunity.
If given the opportunity, yeah. Yes. Yes, I tend to dominate the conversation. Let's see. So next question. When we open, oh, that's Zoom. I wanted to go back to OBS. All right. So just for recording, I will not be streaming. We'll do this. We'll do that option. Because original, and I'm glad that we're doing this because I'd forgotten about this. When I first installed it, I think I optimized just for recording because I didn't think we'd be streaming. So, Canvas, we're going to go with the default settings. We go with the default. Uh, Please enter your stream information. So YouTube, connect account is recommended. We're going to use this account. And this is the brand account. And this is interesting. I wonder what this is going to do because we're on a stream right now. I will find out. They can now close that page. So apparently that I didn't know if it was going to cause any speed bumps. Okay, got me really there. Oh, there it is. Disconnect account. No. Prefer hardware encoding. We're just gonna leave all of these at the defaults. May take a few minutes. So 50%.
It went to 50
It's
almost
ingesting.
immediately.
It says it's ingesting the server. Backup YouTube ingest server. It's ingesting, it's eating it, digesting it. It's like, okay. All right, so now testing complete. So we okay. It looks fine. I guess it was probably just making sure that we had the bandwidth to do this. Like I said, once a broadcast has been created, your live stream chat will appear here. Brilliant, brilliant.
Uh,
YouTube can
make note of the fact that you could probably only live stream from either Zoom or OBS, not necessarily both at the same time.
exactly. But what we can do. I am pretty sure that we can only do one at a time. If we had another channel set up, we could probably be broadcasting on OBS to one channel and broadcast on the channel we're on using Zoom. But you would have to do it on two different channels. That's my guess. I don't think we could do it otherwise.
Yeah, we won't get into that today.
Yeah, we won't get into that today. That's too advanced of a topic. Um, so right now, what happened if so I can close that. Oh, wait a minute. you just close a docker window. You'd like to show it again, use the doc. I mean, oh, wait, right. So YouTube Live control panel.
And there's
Well,
a reset docs there, so that
there's well, it says you just closed. It said to go to chat. Oh, the chat one. I'm sorry, YouTube chat. That's what it is here. So,
Mhm.
so this. How do I dock it? Says it's a dockable window.
Drag
I
it
don't
to the
see where.
top right corner.
I don't know. It's see, like here's a dock. You know, like these are dockable. Yeah, I'm not able to drop it on here, so I don't know what they're talking about. It's a dockable window. At least we know where it is. So
And how to make it
just
reappear.
that's it. That's the important part. We can make it reappear. So I don't know what's going to happen if we try to do this, make this full screen though, just so we can see the whole thing. So this is the control panel. So the choices that we have, obviously, start streaming, manage the broadcast, and this is where we put our title and whatnot. Not going to do that right this second. So we could start streaming that, we would start recording. This would be, so that we could just record what we're doing now instead of just, if we did this, we'd actually be doing something we could, so why not? What the heck? We'll start recording. Looks like you haven't added any video. Oh, you can add sources by clicking. All right. Are you sure you want to do this? Well, I don't have sources. Wait, I haven't added any sources.
Bottom left corner.
Yeah, I know, I see that.
Okay.
Well, what I'm confused about is why would it ask me this question? If it needs me to add a source to record, why is it asking if I want to continue? Why wouldn't it just be an OK button instead of yes or no? You can add sources by clicking the plus icon under the source box at any time. All right. Stop recording. So I'm curious about what it's recording. Anyway, we'll figure that out later. So we'll walk through this as if I know nothing about OBS. So I've toyed with OBS before. Mike thinking has to an extent as well, but we found that the program is not that easy to navigate. At least maybe it's because we are too much of an egghead. Like we back in the day we knew DOS computers very well, but now all this new fangled stuff is a little bit confusing for us. But for whatever reason, we weren't able to get OBS to do as we expected it to, even though we were watching videos and following the instructions that they gave. So at this point, but I'm going to treat it as if we know nothing at all, trying to ignore our past experiences and just go right to GPT, because that's what this is about, learning from ChatGPT. So we'll ask it rather than looking at ChatGPT or at OBS documentation. We'll say what are sources and how the and the building blocks that you're seeing. Okay, that brings up another question, which is going to be in the next say the next dockable window over, scenes. So notice that it has a scene there already. It has to. It has to have at least one scene, so its default one is scene. You can change the name of that just by right-clicking on it and selecting rename. But it's automatically going to have a default one. So sources, let's go back to the GPT window. Sources are the building blocks of your scenes. So anytime you're looking at when you're watching evening news or whatever, you have a video going on behind them. Okay, that's a video source. Okay, maybe they got a crawler at the bottom of the page. That's another video source. So there's all these different sources.
What is a crawler?
Oh yeah, well, like when you're watching CNN or whatever, and they have the thing on the bottom, and they might have a thing crawling across showing you the breaking news or
All right.
whatever, like
Let's
that kind of.
let's try and keep it a little simple.
Oh,
So, of those possibilities, the webcam, the game, a window, an image, or a browser overlay, which one would be the easiest one to start out with?
well, so since you and I, we're currently we're not using our cameras. I'm using the avatar with Zoom. So kind of what I would like to do is see if we can use what we're seeing on our Zoom screen, on our Zoom meeting. Let's see where's our Zoom meeting? So here, we've got my avatar here, and you're not showing everything, but your face here. So if we could, how can I use
The webcam
this?
is
This.
available. Oh, you want to
Okay.
use these as opposed to the webcam?
For now. For now. I
Okay.
mean, we can, yeah, because this is, this is, I know this is possible to do because
This is a
this is
window.
nice. Yeah, this is a window, right? Exactly. I can share pieces of this window. I can share, there's a number of different things. And again, like I say, I'm trying to pretend I don't know any.
I thought you were someone who didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, yeah, right. But at the same time, I do know stuff about it.
So,
So, but then, this is a video source,
so the
and so I
window
want
is one source,
exactly. So this
or
is
it
one source.
could be one
This,
source.
this, yes, this can be a source. And so, because yeah, so otherwise, then I got to deal with this is the other reason I'm not showing me actually. I'm just showing an avatar, is because my webcam is not set up right now. I have lighting issues. There's all kinds of problems with how, and I'm kind of meticulous about the way that I want my video to look. So I'm just choosing to do an avatar right now. But otherwise, I could go to OBS Studio and I could add sources. Let's hit the plus button, because if we go down, it's going to show us there's display capture. So this is going to capture your entire monitor, whatever is on your screen. Window capture captures a specific application, Windows, a browser, or game. Game capture optimized for capturing full screen games. And like if you have an Xbox attached or something like that. Video capture device, webcams and capture cards. I don't know what a capture card is. I'm not
You
going
don't
to
need to
worry
know.
about that. Image, so static image. So if I just wanted to have a picture of my face, I could do that. Um, let's see, browser loads a web page or animated overlay, alerts and widgets. Media source, play a video or audio file. This would be something that you are uploading that's on your hard drive or on a drive that you have access to, that you could play it from. Text renders custom text on the screen. And audio input output capture. That's microphones or speakers and audio sources. This is kind of an important one, because you can take the computer output, like whatever's would be coming out of your computer speakers. So if you're on a YouTube channel, for example, and you want to capture the audio that's coming from that, you'd have that as an audio source. Because I don't think, if I'm not mistaken, video capture for web, I don't know, let's see, window capture, browser, I don't know. It's something we're gonna have to play with. That's part of the reason that we're doing this. Because, I was never able to successfully do it, so here's us trying to figure it out. Using ChatGPT. How to add a source. Go to the sources, hit the plus button, select the title. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is try and get the video, right? So we want, I believe that is going to be, like application audio, no. Image, the source, no. Video capture device, I think we're gonna go with window capture. And there's not an existing one yet. We don't have an existing source here. So we're creating new. And by default, we're making a source visible. And okay. Now we're going to select a window to capture. So we have Zoom meeting. So we're going to select is the Zoom meeting. Capture method automatic. We're going to go with our defaults here. I don't know that what these others mean. We're just going to go with defaults. Okay. So now you'll notice that you see this in the top here, but let's click on, so right now it says meeting. So let's go to the Zoom meeting. Let's my screen, not my screen. No, we don't want my screen. We want this. So we are on the meeting. Go back up and do this. I do not quite understand. This is part of the problem that we have had. The window capture, capturing that. Yeah, I don't see anything there. When I go to the Zoom meeting right here, which is the meeting tab, I don't think that there was.
You've added a source, but have you made that the scene or edited the scene to make the source part of the
Good
scene?
point. Good point. Thank you. So now.
I know I'm jumping ahead. You should have asked that.
No, yeah, that's right,
ChatGPT that.
Yeah. So let's go back to ChatGPT. Add a source.
See
Add
what's next.
existing. Click OK. So we did. We added the source. Now
you can move it and resize it in the preview window.
So now, how do I? How do I incorporate a source into a scene?
Great question.
I don't know. They're trying to humanize it as much as possible. I had done I'd seen a video or something on how to tell, if when you're dealing with an AI. This right here, that's called an M dash. It's a long dash, and it's basically kind of works like a semicolon. But instead it uses a lot of these. It uses a lot of these. You'll see it, maybe not. Depends. But you'll see that a lot if you look
All
at
right. Don't get
things.
don't get too far off the track.
I know, rabbit hole. Yeah. So great question. In OBS, are like these scenes and like the layouts. Term item you place inside. So the scene, a collection of sources arranged however you want. How to add a source or add a source to a scene. In scene box, bottom left. In source proceed. Click the same scene you want to add. So we'll go here. All right. Hold on. What did I miss?
You already have the scene. Select
Select
the
this.
scene.
Okay. In the source box. Oh, okay. So in the source box, display capture. Create or reuse. Choose the source type video capture. So we're going to click the plus. So add existing. Click create new, add existing. All right, so I guess that's what we'll do. And this is a window capture. That's what we did. Now we're going to use the add existing window capture. So and this is where it's helpful to rename this. Instead of calling it window capture, we'll give it a meaningful name. So this is going to be that's going to be Zoom meeting. So we're going to do this again. Do window capture and add existing, use the Zoom meeting. Okay. I don't get it. Why did we just create another one? All right. We're going to use configure the source settings. Position or resize in the main window. And am I missing something here? Add the source. So this says select the scene in the scenes box. Okay. Click the scene you want to add the source to. In the source box, next to scene, click the plus button. So it seems like
Okay, go back. I think I got it. No, I mean, go back to the OBS.
Well, but you think you got it, but but I'm trying to, we're trying to use ChatGPT here. So what did you get from this screen that told you that made you think you got it? Because
You're
I'm
gonna,
not seeing it.
as long as the scene is highlighted, when you go back to sources to click the plus button, it should be adding it to the scene as long as the scene is highlighted.
I thought it was. It's the only scene.
Right.
So it's the only scene. All right, so let's try that again. Only this time we're going to remove that. Actually, let's remove both of them.
Yeah.
Remove. Now the scene is highlighted. We go over here and we click that, and then we add a window capture. And we're going to do the zoom meeting. Okay. So we select the window to capture. And we have Zoom meeting. There it is. And we're just going to use the defaults. All right. Okay. Still not understanding why it's not in there. So we created a new, clicked OK. configure the URL, blah, 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 okay. In reposition size in the main preview window, drag it to move it, red line, okay, I got that. It's showing. Yeah, okay, all right. They're layered. Scenes are layered. Okay, yeah, I get that. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm thinking like it doesn't feel like something's going right here. You can't drag and drop.
What happens if you right click
Let's
on scene?
create a scene two. All right, here we go. So scene one, now it's making sense. So scene one has this source, scene two. Got it. Now I can create another source. Let's do a browser window just for giggles. And we call this Chrome browser. So we have another one open right now. Whatever. Control audio via OBS. And we use a custom frame rate. The fresh browser when the scene becomes active. You have to make sure that's maybe shut down source when it's not visible. It seems reasonable. Okay, now where in here are we getting our web page information? Oh, URL. I guess I maybe have to copy and paste the URL in. Okay, so what the heck? This video.
This is the smartest AI in the
It's obviously not. Oh, there it is. It's automatically playing. It's not playing there. Interesting. But it's playing in this window. So now what I
At
don't, what I
least a
want,
clip. It might just be like at least a clip.
right? Yeah. So now we can, and then we can resize this. Make this really small. Now go back to scene one. I'm not getting. We're not getting anything to display. So now we'll ask ChatGPT why. Why am I not getting this? Now it's going to go back to OBS just to make sure. Okay, so it's still showing. So even though I switched tab, it's still showing what's on that particular YouTube tab, a particular Chrome tab. So let's go back to GPT and let's tell it what's going on here. So I added Zoom and a source. in scene one. Don't see my avatar on the screen. There's no other there. I know there's only one Zoom source available when I added Zoom as a, what kind of thing was it? It was a window capture. Window capture. You don't see my avatar on the screen. There's only one video source. Okay, I only see a blank. I see a blank white. I see. Tell which one that is. Yeah, so I'm seeing. I'm seeing the menu across the top. You'll see the menu across the top.
Where?
Okay, so I'm sorry, let me go back here and point that out. So go to the Zoom. This is the window we're capturing. So when you look at the OBS screen, so you get Zoom Workplace, and you get Meeting
Oh, okay.
and my screen. So now I go to.
Can you click
the
on
Zoom.
my screen there?
Well,
No,
if I
not
click on
that.
my screen, this is what I'm looking at. But this is what I see, right? This is what we're seeing. I believe. Let me go back to OBS here. Yeah, it says meeting. This
Can
is the
you click
tab.
on my
inside the,
screen there?
no,
No. Can
this
you
is
right click in
just,
there?
huh?
Can you right click in there?
Yeah, I can right click,
Okay.
but here's the problem. Yeah, I don't think that any amount of right clicking in here is going to do the trick, because the fact of the matter is we're not getting, this is blank white. Why is it blank white? We should be seeing the same thing right here as we are seeing there. Because this is what we have captured. In fact, we're not seeing this stuff off on the right. So maybe it's cutting it off somehow. I don't
Right.
know. Because all we're seeing is this tab, and this tab. This one is highlighted, so we're looking at this tab, not that one. And then the rest of it is just white. That's what we're seeing there.
Can you try, first of all, can you X out that YouTube live control panel? And then try resizing it to make it actually fit
Well,
the meeting window? It's
okay,
just a
so
wild goose chase, yes,
yeah,
but
it is. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well,
why?
apparently so.
Something changed, huh?
Yeah, but still, see the
It's
problem.
still white.
Yeah.
Now,
So yeah, we can resize, but so the problem is window, but instead of avatar See just a white box. There is only one source, one Zoom source. So now let's see what ChatGPT comes up with here. So you don't even have to phrase it as a question. You know, ChatGPT understands what you're getting at. Thanks for the detailed explanation. Who cares? That helps a lot. I really don't care. They don't. I wish they had a. Well, actually, they do have a way. Yeah. Let me go back to that for just a sec. So we're going to learn OBS thing here. Add instructions. Remember what we said? Keep answers direct and to the point. I don't you don't have to be should say you don't. I shouldn't address it that way. Don't pretend to be human. Just give me the answers without fluff. Okay, so this is an example of where you would use that. And now it's not going to. And thank for the detailed explanation. So I can actually over here edit the message, send it again. See, lot better. That's not trying to pretend to be human now. Happen is Zoom renders participant video, including your editor, in a separate hardware acceleration layer, which OBS can't capture properly with window capture. That white box third option. Use display capture recommended. Very cool. See, now this is helpful because I know yeah, I know for sure that if we went to, because we've done this before, trying to go through the help portal, you know. Anyway, don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I will eventually go and look and see if I can find see if there's a manual in PDF format that we can upload, but not right now. So we're gonna delete this, remove that. Remove Zoom and it said to use display capture instead. Window display capture. Here we go. So deploy display capture. We'll call this the Zoom meeting. Capture method. If they select a display to capture, they have primary monitor for everything out here. Okay. No idea what this means, but let's see if ChatGPT says anything. Display capture. Select the monitor when the screen is open. Did that? Leave size and crap. Everything. Blah blah. Okay, that we don't want to go on to option 2. Let's see if this first option works. We just okay, and then what? Resize. Wow, we are way big here. Can't even get all the way over. Let's see. There might be fit to screen. There we go. Fit to screen. So this fits to screen.
Why does it have one inside the other?
Well, this is one of those problems where you have um, the mirror effect.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you're seeing,
One inside the other, inside the other, inside the other.
yes, exactly. Yeah, and you can't, you can sort of see it, but you see there's another pointer inside, and if you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
well enough, it's going to go on to infinity. So this, okay, so this gives me the screen capture, but not the screen that I
Not the
want.
right screen.
Okay, so now let's see. So option 2, disables hardware content, not always reliable. Settings advanced, and blah, blah, blah. So window capture again. Because sometimes this works, but it can cause performance or quality issues in Zoom. You know what? I'm not interested in anything that might cause more problems. Summary. What are you doing there? Let's see. So,
Go back to the OBS.
all right, wait 1 second. I'm following my thought process here.
Mhm.
So use display capture. All right. Now go back to OBS.
What's it show when you click on scene 2?
Scene 2 is our
Oh, right.
YouTube.
Okay,
This
go
thing
back
here.
to scene 1. Huh. Interesting. Can I don't know. It's gone. Whatever the thought was went away.
So then my next question is, so using display capture, it appears that display capture captures the active window. Or are the captures, or the display captures gets the whole display. I only want a portion of the Zoom meeting window. How to accomplish that? How to crop a display capture source. Right border 35 with needed. So now I got this, but the OBS window, I don't want the OBS window. This is kind of problematic. So to me, it looks like you would have to do this with more than one monitor. It's, I want to make this a bit smaller. Yeah. There we go. Can't make it small. With the arrows it hits, apparently. That's as small as this window gets. So then I could put this up. See, but now make this smaller. Possibly can be. All I want is the dog face. I want to be able to carve out these So how now, brown cow, how do I get? Yeah, see, as soon as it goes to the background.
Mhm.
All right, OBS. Let's see, manually crop those again, display capture. So I just can't use display capture. Apparently, I can't. As soon as the Zoom meeting is in the background,
Let me know if you want to isolate just the Zoom feed, video feed.
I didn't even see that.
I would say yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah. But see, you knew what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
Step by step, isolate sources, display capture. We step by step isolate. Display capture, select a monitor with Zoom. Okay. Locate. In OBS preview window, select the display capture source. Drag and drop to edges, crop everything except the Zoom did that. Okay. Focus on keeping just the participant avatar available. Let go of all. Stop drag.
So while you're holding Alt, you got to resize it and then let go of Alt.
Alt plus drag plus drop.
Drag, meaning drag the top left corner, drag the top right corner,
Yeah,
etc.
I think I get it. Okay, so let's try that. But where is the Zoom window? See, I don't.
Soon as you bring this to the front,
Yeah, as soon as preview window. Okay, yeah, I get that.
so if you have any trouble with OBS, we definitely feel you.
Yeah, exactly. So as soon as I as the OBS window becomes active, the Zoom meeting window is hidden. The OBS window is all that is viewable in the preview. The OBS preview window. Yeah. Well, no kidding. So that's what we're asking here. Second monitor, best monitor, one monitor, two. Okay, and this is all because method three used pairs. This is what I remember this from a while ago. You want your own Zoom feed without screen capture, use tools like OBS virtual camera, pipe your output into Zoom. Pipe your OBS output to Zoom.
What were number 1 and number 2? You went by them so fast that us
Okay, so
people who
this
don't
is not
read
an
as
option.
fast as you do.
I'm sorry. I'm familiar enough with processes that I forget that, so keep Zoom visible while using OBS. Method 1, use a second monitor at best. It's the best option.
Right.
This is not presently an option. I technically have 2 monitors, but I'm not.
It's not set up for that right now.
Yeah,
Number
not well
2.
set up to be able to. If I
Number
was
2.
set up like that, then I could have my face on the screen instead of an avatar. Yeah, so I'm not at all prepared to do this.
Number
So
2.
then option 2, let OBS to minimize or stay in the back. OBS, click settings general, minimize tray when started automatically. Minimize when, okay, yeah. But see, this kind of defeats the purpose because, I want to be able to integrate this so that we can.
If you minimize it to the system tray, and if you automatically minimize OBS when recording or streaming starts, how do you use the OBS controls? They're minimized.
But that's what I'm saying. Is like this would be fine if I wanted to set it up.
Switch to Zoom. Switch to Zoom. OBS will run but stay minimized. Zoom stays visible.
Yes, but
it's
the
visible. Yeah.
But the whole purpose of using OBS is so that I'm not limited to what stays visible in Zoom.
Yes.
So why would I want to minimize OBS? I'm doing this because I want to be able to
using
use
OBS.
Yeah, to be using OBS so that way I can switch scenes. I can transition. I can, this was scene transition, fade in and out, go from one scene to another. Like, I want to be able to have it be like a professional broadcast eventually. And so that's why we're that's why we're learning to do this. So we're using Zoom right now to do our live stream, but eventually I want to live stream from here and have Zoom just be a source. So that way, if we are inviting people to join us, we need a platform for them to join us on. And Zoom is the one that I have the subscription for right now. I mean, I suppose there are probably maybe other places out there that might be better. But right now I'm not there. I'm paying for a subscription to Zoom right now, so I'm only trying to utilize that.
So we're trying to do one little thing and running into roadblocks all up and down the way.
I know, right? And so that's why I chose to do this, and again, we're going to do as many, and we're going to put this in a playlist called, learning OBS or something,
Do you know what?
Learning, whatever we call it, but we're going to put it in a playlist, and this is going to end up being a whole series on trying to figure out how to get this set up, because we aren't the only people out there that are trying to do this, and there are other places that are other people that are doing videos about how to use OBS, but honestly, I've tried some of the stuff that's recommended to try and get this to work. I wasn't having great success with what they were telling me to do.
Right.
So
I figured
now
try Chat GPT, see if it does a better
I'm
job
running into the
explaining.
same kind of problems here. So, but this should work. So method 3, use external camera loopback tools.
What are
This is
loopback
advanced. Well, I think we touched on this once before. Let's see. So here is. Okay. So you see here audio, and you see cable D, cable C, cable A. Those are virtual audio cables, or like RCA cables. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
So these are virtual cables, so that we're like if you had the physical device, like let's say Zoom is one box, and it has RCA inputs and outputs on it, and your laptop is another box, and you got inputs and outputs. So this is basically virtual cables to connect one source to another.
Okay.
And that's what you got. And so, so I had to install them. That's why these are installed, is because I tried this once before and not been able to successfully get it to work. Oh, wait, still check GPT. So this is this is using loopback tools. That's what those loopback tools are. External camera. If you want your own Zoom feed without screen capture, use tools like pipe your OBS output into Zoom. Okay. NDI tools, Video Ninja or Snagit, extract window. Okay. Let me know if you're on a single monitor. I can use streamline work around for that case. Okay, so
Streamlined would be nice.
yeah, so copy that. Come on. I just copied that.
Control V.
Control C, Control V. So create a streamlined workaround for using method 3 with a single monitor. Get your Zoom video feed into OBS cleanly without needing to cap the Zoom window directly. There we go. Enable OBS virtual camera. Go to OBS tools, start virtual camera. Okay, so let's. Well, I suppose this doesn't matter. We'll get rid of that because we're not going to use that. We're going to get rid of scene 2 because we really don't need that right at the moment. That was just.
You can also press delete.
Yes, I know. But my hand is on the mouse. My
I know.
fingers aren't on. So start virtual camera. Looks like you haven't added any capture sources, so you'll only be outputting to a blank screen. You can add sources and a plus icon. So you capture device. Okay, so name capture image. Go back to our instructions here. Start virtual camera. Okay, well, use an avatar or camera in OBS. I guess maybe I have to.
I gotta take another break.
Drink too much coffee?
Yep. And
Okay,
water
all right.
too, because whenever I have coffee, I think I need to have water to back it up.
I'll take a look and see if there's a way to pause the live stream for a moment. No idea.
Be back.
Nobody has joined our chat, so okay. But that's okay. Build it and they will come, right? That's ChatGPT. Learning YouTube Studio. Okay, so we'll go in this one. You know what? I'm going to make a point to put these instructions. I don't have like those overly wordy answers. Can I pause a live stream? No, you can't pause it. It's live content, so pausing it would cause you to miss what's happening in real time. However, okay. Well, I guess we're just going to continue. Streamers themselves can pause their broadcast by stopping their video feed temporarily using Be Right Back screen. Okay, so we don't have that's kind of the whole point of this exercise, because you know we want to use OBS so that way we can have this kind of option, stopping the feed and putting a Be Right Back message on the screen or whatever, or we could put a video on loop or whatever. I mean, there's a number of different options, but we can't do that without using an external program like OBS. So that's kind of the point here. And let's see, so we'll go back to learning OBS. And while we're waiting for Mike, I suppose we could find a downloadable and in reference OBS in university. Is one available direct on the OBS website? Official OBS wiki. Want a direct PDF conversion? Yes. No. Hey, downloadable. Yeah. I specified downloadable PDF just to make sure, because the way that it worded, let me know if you want a direct PDF conversion of the official website, official wiki. I don't want to. I want to make sure it gives me the downloadable file, and I don't know, just had weird instances where it didn't work as expected. You can create a direct PDF in the official OBS Studio wiki yourself. Here's a clean way to do it. Okay, so we will, if I just click it, will it open a new window? It does. Okay, so it opens a new window. Click your brother's print command on the, okay. Select the definition and then destination PDF. Is it gonna get the whole thing though, or just a visible portion?
File, download, save page as.
What?
It's gonna get just a visible page. Guess.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a comfortable with command online tools. Well, yes, to an extent, but anyway. This is more than I wanted to get into. I just jumping into this just briefly so that we could so so that there was something going on the screen just because so, other than silence.
Yep.
Yeah, because while we have no viewers right at the moment, somebody might look at this video at a future date. So knows don't want just a bunch of awkward silence. Close this window. And see, where were we? We were not there. Not there again. Yes, okay. So we were trying to set up the virtual camera. But I guess maybe I gotta I think I gotta create a source first. It's not telling us that without needing to capture. So enable virtual camera, OBS and start virtual camera, did that. Creates a fake webcam output from OBS. Ah, okay, a fake webcam output. Right. So
You could actually do a screenshot of that section of the window so that you have a file as opposed to using the actual camera as a feed.
get Zoom video feed into OBS cleanly. Creates a fake webcam output from OBS. All right, I guess I'm just a little confused by that. I'm not sure how this is supposed to work, but let's see. Let's start with it. Use an avatar or camera. So that's use an avatar or camera in OBS. Add video capture device. Oh, okay. Add video capture device as a source. Your webcam. But I'm not going to use my webcam. Add an image to stimulate an avatar. Arrange your scene layout however you want. So these are steps. These are not independent, things to try. All right, so let's do that. So did that. All right, so I started to do that, but then stopped because it says start virtual camera, right? That's what it says to do. Start virtual camera, yes. So I want to make sure I'm doing it, following it 100% because so this says you haven't added a video source yet. Okay, fine, because apparently I don't have to add that just now, but they didn't say so. Add video capture device source in your OBS. Source in OBS. Says your webcam. All right, I'll do that. Not sure why. And we will just do I'm looking for here. Image game, display, color, browser, audio. So these are all audios. Scene, no. Media source, image, display capture. Display capture or window capture. Display capture, I guess. Automatic display. No, we don't want that. No. Not what we want. Media source image slide image. Let's go back to our instructions here. This thing so doesn't, I don't see that. So you'll do the second option. Add image or text. I saw image was available. Yeah, so there's text and there's image. Okay. No idea. Guess it doesn't really matter what it is. Just put an image there. Because it's not supposed to be, at least I don't think so. Apply alpha, I don't know what this means. Arrange your scene layout however you want. This is just a single scene, so don't care. Open Zoom and select OBS virtual camera. All right, so we are already in Zoom. So it is my video source, OBS virtual camera. There's a file in the media. So maybe I should not. All right. Okay, I'm using the OBS virtual camera. Still seeing that. And what are you sending in the folder in there? King of distractions, you. Can't read this, must send. Now, come on. Oh, there it is. What did you do? Just do screen capture?
Hmm.
Yeah. Already got one, so. Zoom and select OBS. Zoom and camera. Select OBS virtual camera. Now Zoom is showing whatever is in your OBS scene as your video. You don't need to capture the Zoom window at all. OBS controls your appearance, camera, avatar. You no longer need to capture Zoom UI. Works fully on one monitor. Okay. Let's look at that. All I'm seeing here is that chalkboard image that I had. So what is it talking about? What is it talking about? That's programmed for output selection. Nothing selectable there. Program default. Preview scenes or okay, I don't know. We were following the instructions. So I don't know what did we do something wrong? The check. Add video capture device source in OBS. And this is your webcam. Or add an image or text source to simulate an avatar. Arrange your scene however you want. Open.
That should be relatively simple, but it's not computing.
Huh?
I said that should be relatively simple, but that's not computing.
Meaning it
I
doesn't
don't.
make sense to you.
Yes.
Yes. It doesn't make sense to me either, because I mean, I got lost with it when it said here, this creates a fake webcam output from OBS.
Hmm.
So if it's an output, uh,
You have to turn it.
then I would think that this, if it's an output, I would think that adding this image or text, this would be what is being sent to Zoom when I am looking at this screen here, and I select as a video source OBS virtual camera. This is what I would think I would be seeing that blackboard here right now, but I'm
Mhm.
not. All right, so I'm gonna not show the avatar, and I'm still showing that. Still showing that background. So let's look. How do I get rid of the background? Maybe if I get rid of the background, how do I do that? Stop video blue, blur,
Edit
show
profile
avatar,
picture.
choose avatar. Come on now.
Edit profile picture.
Well, that's that's that. Um, oh, where do I change that background? Oh, I think I had to go to. There was something. Where do I find this setting? Share screen, team share accessibility, video effects. Is there a place where I thought there was a place you selected your background? Recording, meetings and webinars. Oh, there it is. Video and effects. Okay. Guess I should have known. So we're using the OBS. So now virtual backgrounds, none. There. Okay. So that's correct. So now this is not what I want. I don't want that. And yet at the beginning of this, it says get your Zoom video feed into OBS plainly without needing to capture the Zoom window directly. That's not right.
Depends on how you define cleanly.
Well, I suppose it could be cleanly, but it's just not right because get your this would be get your OBS video feed out to Zoom cleanly. That's basically what you're doing. So OBS, let's see, add animation, only show your initial image Zoom. Okay. I selected an image. I thought all of the instructions. Now the image I selected as a source in OBS is my avatar in my Zoom. Zoom meeting. I want Zoom avatar to be in OBS. Give me those. And give me instructions on how to accomplish that. So here, I think this may be something that we're running into where okay. See, this is so we had to go through this whole process for Zoom to finally say that it can't do it.
Yeah, unless you turn off hardware acceleration.
Which they said was
Could be
in
problematic.
that other thing. To maximize, see, put your name pin, disable all hardware acceleration options. But in the previous, because it did, I think, very early on, it said that it could do that, but it could cause other problems.
Yeah.
As source, let's see.
Well, we're experimenting. So if it causes
Yeah.
other problems, we'll deal with them as they arise or not arise.
Source, a tip screen layered, blah, blah, blah. All right, yeah, here we go. Window capture fails due to hardware layering. Maybe unstable or low quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is where we're reading it for. Option 2, disable Zoom's hardware acceleration, not always reliable.
You made the
Okay.
statement a while back about never having any performance-related issues with your computer. Why not go based on that?
Well,
I mean, not every computer is the same.
well,
If you've never
yeah,
experienced performance issues,
yeah. At this point, I suppose we could end our live stream because these were kind of at a impasse here. So this video is going to have to be this video is going to have to come to an end for right now because we can maybe pick this up in our in a future live stream, but because at the very least uh we have to restart because it says restart Zoom and OBS.
right?
So one way, so we got to end the broadcast anyway. So anybody, there's nobody viewing us right now, so just want to let's go stop our recording here and let's see, go to Zoom, and we're going to just have the meeting come to an end because we don't we can't fix this right at the moment.
The stream,
For
the
any
streaming come
future
to an end,
viewers
not
of
the
this
meeting.
video, thanks for watching, and hopefully you got something out of this. Even though we didn't solve the problem, you can see that there are problems, not just with ChatGPT, because while it doesn't, I don't agree with the term hallucination, which is what a lot of the industry experts seem to be using. I don't agree with that. I think it speculates just like a human would, because they're trying to make GPT, trying to make these AIs seem more human so that people will like them. But in the process, they're making it speculate just like humans do. If it doesn't know the answer to something, it wants to please you. It wants to give you an answer. So it's giving you something which isn't necessarily right. And so it's not hallucinating, because hallucinating is like you know, I mean, that's all kinds of wrong, you know, it's delusional. No, it's not being delusional. It's giving you data. It's just not giving you the right data. It's doing the same thing a human being might do in the same situation. They don't want to seem stupid, so they're gonna just speculate on what the answer might be, you know, and it's not necessarily the right information, or it might have some right information and not all of it. But anyway, so thanks for watching, and hope you like and subscribe. Come back another time. Bye.